move to the Lakers, Paul George demanded a trade to the Clippers to team up with Kawhi. Both Davis and George were under contract for at least another year with their former teams, but still maneuvered their way out. Shannon, do you like this new NBA?
I love it. I love it. I love the players having this kind of power because what we're seeing now, the paradigm start to shift. The players are starting to do to teams what the teams have done for so long to them. Let me ask you this, Skip. If the Clippers go to Sam Presti and say, you know what? We got 4 unprotected draft picks, a couple of swaps, and a protected draft pick for Paul George. You think Sam Presti do that deal? Without a doubt. Now, Russell Westbrook never said, I want out. But Sam Presti was willing to put him in a deal to get him up out of town. So, in other words, the teams are always going to do what's in the best interest of the team. Now the players, and even though the league and the CBA has tried to make it cost prohibitive, we can give you an extra year if you stay with your team, and it'll be in excess of somewhere around $40 to $50 million. We saw Kemba, Kyrie, KD, Kawhi. We saw all these guys leave money on the table to take more of control over their careers that says, I want to go where I want to go. I want to play with who I want to play with, and there's nothing you can do about it. I love this, Skip. I love it. It's all the teams have been doing this. I mean, there's a reason why the Celtics and the Lakers played for all those in the finals all those years in the 80s because they had the best players. And the teams put those teams together.
They did.
And the people have gotten accustomed, well, as long as the team do it, it's got to be right. But we don't want players. The player says, nah, we're going to remove you guys from the equation.
They are.
We are going to put teams together. And we're going to play where we want to play, when we want to play. Now, they've taken these long contracts, Skip. I remember Glenn Robinson signed a 10-year deal. And then it went down to 7. And so now the max deal you can get is 5. The guy said, I don't care. 5 years, 3 years, 4 years. If I want to leave, I don't care how many years I got on my contract, get me up out of here or I'm going to cause a stink. So I love it.
I don't love it. I'm one who has made the case repeatedly on this show that the NBA is starting to threaten the popularity of your game, the National Football League.
Yep.
And yet, now I'm starting to feel it's starting to tilt back the other direction because probably older guard, some people out there are going to say, wait a second, do contracts no longer matter? Because it seems like they just don't matter. It just, you don't.
They never matter.
Okay, all right. Well, you can make that case. But again, the owners basically run the National Football League. The players are starting to run the National Basketball Association. So why haven't we seen this in your league? You're in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
They don't have guaranteed contracts.
Okay? Except for the quarterbacks. They mostly have guaranteed contracts, right? So when are we going to see a quarterback say, you know what? I don't have enough help.
No.
I want to go there.
No.
And if you guys don't like it, I'm just going to start throwing interceptions. Or I won't even try anymore.
Right.
I don't want to play. Don't play me anymore. Have we seen that yet?
No.
Are we looking, is that in the future for the NFL?
No, because, Skip, I think the thing is for basketball, it's always been a players' league. And they've never had this kind of power, but they've always had power now. There's a reason why Magic Johnson can go to Dr. Buss and says, I want him gone after he's won a title.
True.
Larry Bird saying, nah, I don't want to play for him anymore. Get me another coach.
Okay, but neither one of those guys went to their owner and said, get me out of here.
No. But they've always had that kind of power. The NFL players have never had this kind of power because they've never had the guaranteed contract. Skip, when you get guaranteed money, it emboldens you. Because what you going to do? Nothing. See, in football, you act a fool, they cut you. And then what you got to show for it? All that, it looks so good. He signed a 5-year, $115 million with $80 million guaranteed. Well, basically, you got what you signed for in the year that you played, and that's it. Cut a basketball player, and he going to get all $171 million or all $200 million. So they have that kind of control. They have that kind of leeway. I love it, Skip Bayless, because teams have been Blake Griffin didn't ask to be traded. Clippers got it right up out of Dodge. A lot of these guys don't ask to be traded, but, well, we're doing what's best for the team. And players will say, you know what? We are a brand now. I want to do what's best for my team. And it's best for my team to get up out of here.
Okay. Are we looking at chaos ensuing?
Maybe.
Are we looking at got player after player saying, I've just had enough of this situation. I want to play with my friend so-and-so over and so-and-so.
Oh, no, don't.
And at some point, it's going to start hurting the brand that the NBA has built because a lot of fans aren't going to love this.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Don't let Giannis win a championship in the next couple of years. Oh, he about to get up out of Milwaukee.
Okay, I get that one because he will have earned the right to go. So he will become a free agent. But when I go back to your game, I saw Le'Veon. He just decided, I want out, I want more money, whatever. I don't love it here anymore. And what happened to him? He lost $14.5 million just sitting, right?
Because, see, Skip, you can't be free if you inhibit my ability to go somewhere else. I put a tag on you. I can franchise you. I can transition you, and then you can't leave. And basketball players, once my contract is up, you got nothing. Football always have that leverage. So you really, in baseball have, freedom like that. If Mike Trout went to Artie Moreno, the owner of the the Angels, excuse me, and says, you know what? I want to leave. Now, he just signed that massive deal, $400+ million. But if he says, I want to go to the Yankees, they're going to find a way to make it happen. There's not a situation in football, I don't believe that'll happen because they have so much control. They don't want those floodgates to open. You know the NFL, Skip, they try to suppress all negative behavior. If you don't believe it, ask Cap.
Okay, I got you on that. But what I don't like, what sticks in my craw and rubs me the wrong way on principle is what number 2 did to my Spurs, where he just said, I want to go to L.A., so I'm just going to quit.
He was hurt.
He wasn't hurt. So think of what happened. He misses 73 games and he makes $18 million. Really? Anthony Davis last year missed, 26 games?
They signed him.
He played in parts of 56 games and he made $25.4 million.
That's New Orleans. New Orleans chose to do that. AD wanted to play.
I don't know.
Look at Cleveland. Okay. Look at JR. They say JR go home. He's making $16 million and nobody said a word.
Okay, are the smaller NBA markets going to just start drying up because they can't? Again, New Orleans rallied because they got David Griffin, then they hit the lottery, but it took hitting the lottery to rally, right?
What Skip, you got to if you're a small market team, you're not going to attract free agents, you better hit the ping pong ball.
Yeah.
And what happened with Michael Jordan, he's missing more than he's hitting, and then when he hits it with Kemba, he can't keep him.
Oh, as a GM.
As a GM, you know what I'm saying? You can't keep him. I mean, OKC, you're not really going to get anybody. But you got KD 1 year, and then you got Russ the next year, and then you got James Harden, and then you get Serge Ibaka. You're like, okay, we're in the money. But you got to be able to keep them. If you can't keep them, Skip, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter big market, large, small market, medium-sized market. It's a talent-based league. The superstars run it because Kawhi says, I want to play with Paul George. He goes to Paul George. Yep. We didn't even know they had that type of relationship. Kyrie and KD, Skip, everybody saw this coming from a mile away. He goes to Paul George and convinces Paul George to go to Sam Presti and say, get me up out of here with 3 years left. How?
Contracts don't matter anymore.
No, they shouldn't matter. They never matter to the players, the owners.
No.
Because they've been trading them for years.
We got to leave this one here, guys. We've got another hot button one for you to wrestle over coming up after this break. The Lakers did not get Kawhi, and is it all Magic Johnson's fault? I'll discuss that one when we come back.